Hi guys, welcome to another class. Another nice yin yoga class focusing in on the hips. Make your space comfy and cozy for yourself. I always recommend having a pillow, some blocks, a strap, anything you know that can help set up joints in a comfortable position. And then when you're ready, just come to laying down on your back. Legs and arms can go wherever feels intuitively comfortable right now. And we just land. Try to get heavy where you can. Soften the gaze or close the eyes. Quick scan of the body. Nice big full body stretch. Arms up over your head, point the toes. And bend your knees, plant the soles of your feet on the ground. Bring your hands down by your side. Just lift your hips up, gentle bridge pose. Lower yourself down, reorient your hips, trying to find neutrality in our hip space. For a lot of us, we lean either forward or back in the hips. So we encourage the belly to go towards the spine, finding our foundational core, and then we lift our hips up by pressing down through our heels. Lower yourself down, and then press yourself up again. Big breath in. Big breath out. Lower your hips down, let it all go. Let the legs go long, arms up over your head. Wiggle the hips side to side. Come up to a sitting posture. Bend your knees. Put the soles of the feet on the ground. Widen the space between your feet. I'm going to work on some hip mobility. Reach your arms out long, and then bring both knees to come to the left side of the mat. Twisting the hips, and then with strength come back to center. And opposite side, both knees drop to the right side of the mat, turning your torso to face the way that your knees are landing. And just move through this a few times, noticing where things feel sticky as the three hip bones join together to create a nice little bowl for the top of our femur bone to articulate in. The next time we have our knees land on the left side, we're going to stay here and just encourage the legs to move further apart. So that front leg, we want the shin to be parallel with the shoulders. And the back leg, just kind of inch it out behind you so we have a 90 degrees in the knee joint. And then we just fold our torso forward, and or we bring a pillow to be underneath our elbows so the pose fits with our body. This is where we find some softening through the hip joints. Trying to increase the breath cycle. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Exhale, press yourself back up. With strength, come back to neutral position in that deeper squat position, and then we just switch sides. Play with the angling of the knees. Want that front shin to be parallel as it can get. Back leg just reaches behind you, so we're finding a stretch through the inner thigh of this back leg and through the booty of our front leg. Let the torso come closer to the ground if you're seeking more sensation. Nice big breath into the pelvic bowl as we soften the hips. Let the connective tissue lengthen, giving us greater range of motion through our hips, which will help us move more functionally day in and day out as we walk and sit. Big inhale. Big exhale. All right, work your way out of this posture. Bring the soles of your feet to touch, knees go out wide. Let the torso fall in between the legs. Round the back body, stretch out that back line of connective tissue that connects your sacrum, the base part of your spine, all the way up to your skull. Relax the jaw. Let the elbows gently rest on your knees, encouraging your inner thigh space to lengthen and open. Bring your hands to your feet and just do some gentle self-massage through the soles of your feet. This can help loosen the connective tissue that holds the sacrum in a nice rigid position. Sometimes, and for most people, it's a little too rigidly held. Gentle way to soften that space is working the soles of your feet. Slowly opening the richly innervated, dense fascia of our feet. Alright, just walk the soles of the feet closer to the hips. Still opening up your inner thighs, just working a different muscle in the inner thigh muscle group. Breathing as you let your knees feel more heavy, dropping closer to the ground, stretching the inner line of our pelvis. Spine is long and straight. The low back is not arching and taking a lot of the stretch. We always are trying to think length through the neck and crown of head. We're always thinking lift through the crown of the head. We find groundingness through the sacrum. So we're getting length through either ends of our spine. One more time. Bring the heels a bit closer to the belly space, closer to the hips. Really encouraging the knees to feel heavy. You can bring your elbows to your knees and gently provide some resistance down. Spreading the webbing of our pelvic floor wide as we open up our inner thighs. Nice big full breath in the belly, chest, back body, and ribs. Slowly extend the legs long, gentle with the movement. Pull the fleshiness of your booty out from underneath you so you're sitting on the bony parts of your sits bones. Active through the front of your thighs. Round the back body. Let the head feel heavy. Chin goes to chest. Open up the back line of our legs, going from the soles of our feet through our Achilles, calf, hamstrings, sacrum, spinal muscles, base of skull, all the way up into our forehead. Big breath in. Big breath out. If your hands touch your feet, maybe you continue that self-massage to the soles of your feet. Taking nice, big, full cycles of breath. Good. Exhale, bring your torso to stack over your hips. Roll out your ankles. Then one leg at a time. Bend your right knee and bring your ankle underneath your booty so you're sitting on your left foot. Your torso stacked over your hips, and then bring your hands out behind you. And maybe this is enough. We're trying to open up the front of our thigh, our quad muscles. If you want more sensation, you walk your hands away from your torso, making sure to have some slight engagement through our core so our low back is long and not arching. So we're isolating the stretch through a hip flexor in front of our thigh. If this is too much on the right ankle, you can bring your foot out from underneath you or bring a pillow underneath your booty or underneath your ankle. Play around with modifications as needed for your body. Big breath in. Big breath out. Think lengthening. Holding this posture for a few minutes to really let the dense postural connective tissue have the time it needs to really soften and lengthen. And you can play with the pitch of your hips, going from left to right as needed for the sensation you're seeking through your quads, right? Your quads are actually a group of muscles here. So depending on which one is tight for you, maybe you shift a little to the left or a little to the right to find that juicy stretch and some lengthening through specific sides of this quad muscle group. Right, slowly move yourself out of this posture, walking your hands closer to your torso, and just let this bent leg go long. Shake out the legs a bit, and then switch sides. Bend the right leg, let the booty stack on top of the ankle. And then slowly walk your hands away from your torso behind you, so you find that juicy stretch you're looking for through the front of your hip and thigh. Strong through your spinal muscles and your torso. Take a nice full breath when you can. Right, no need to push too much here. We're holding this posture for a few minutes. And the goal is to witness a change of sensation. Slowly shift and lengthen through the quad space. Remember, you can play with the pitch of your hips from left to right and front to back, depending on where you feel that good, yummy stretch and lengthening happening. Good, nice big breath in and out. And let this posture go. Shake out your legs, roll out the ankles out with some deep compression through the front of the foot. Massage out your back by rolling back and forward through your spine. And then we have enough momentum. Come to squatting. And then bring some distance between the feet and the hips. Toes at a diagonal, knees are facing the same direction. You can always bring a pillow underneath your booty or your heels as needed for support to make this posture work for your body. Elbows are coming to the inside of the knees to slowly press the knees outward. stretching out the webbing of the pelvic floor. Nice, full, deep breaths into the belly, into the hips. And with strength, lift your hips up, torso's coming down, forward fold. Bend the knees, widen the legs, breathe into your belly. Inhale, stand yourself up. Exhale, forward fold. Root down through your right leg and lift your left leg up and back. And then down to meet the standing leg. And lift it up to the side and then back to meet the standing leg. Repeat this little pattern 2 more times. This next pattern, lift the foot up, back, to the side, then down to meet the standing leg. Big breath in and out. Move through this 1 more time, then switch directions. This time the foot is lifting up, out, back, and then down to meet the standing leg. Repeat this 1 more time. Good, big inhale. Exhale. Big inhale, stand yourself up. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Other side. Press down through all 4 corners of the standing foot. Lift the leg up, back, and then lower it back down to meet the standing leg. Move through this 1 more time. This time, lift it up, out, and then back to the standing leg. Move through this 1 more time. Circle time. Lift it up, back, out, then have it meet the standing leg. Repeat 1 more time. And then switch directions. Lift it up, out, back, and have it meet the standing leg. Repeat 1 more time. Good. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, stand yourself up. Exhale, forward fold. And then come to a squat and sitting. Both shins are parallel with the front of your mat. Bring the ankle of your left foot on top of your right knee. Fire log position. You can bring your hand to your knee, to your inner knee, if you want more sensation. Big breath in and out. Switch sides. And then let that go. Come to a comfortable sitting position. Soften the gaze or close the eyes. Lift the spine out of your pelvic bowl. With the attention, focus on the breath. Notice the sensation at the tip of your nose as the breath moves in and out. Anchoring the monkey mind to the breath as it moves in and out of the nose. Big cycles of breath. With grace for yourself, encourage the attention to come back to the breath. How is sensation changing as the breath moves in and out through the nose? Working on strengthening your ability to stay present with yourself. Strengthening the muscle of embodiment, a form of mindfulness practice to help you stay present and in touch with your current state, your current felt sense. Gonna wrap up class here. Keep the video running for a few more minutes so you can end the class however you need. Hope this landed. I'll see you next time.